Honourable Member for Red Deer South.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity to rise today and speak to a concern families in my constituencies and Alberta have: access to nutritious food for their children. I would also like to thank the Honourable Minister of Education for his announcement last week regarding the expansion of Alberta's school nutrition program for the 2017-18 school year. The additional investment of $10 million for this program is yet another example of our government commitment to improving the lives of Alberta families and children. We are all aware that Alberta's economy has been in a difficult position, and this side of the House is keenly aware of the effects this is having on Albertans. And let me be clear, the previous government's failure to diversify our economy after 44 years in government is adding pressure to Albertans' pocketbooks. That's exactly why investments in programs such as expanding Alberta's school nutrition program are so vital. Back in the early 90s, when my children were in school, is when I first observed the large number of children coming to school with little or no lunch. I was part of a nutrition committee for 120 kindergarten students. Our budget was 12.5 cents a day per child to provide a small snack. The problem was that about a third of the children were relying on that snack to substitute for both breakfast and lunch. Through generous donations from the community, we were able to provide a substantial meal for the children. During this same period, my 6-year-old daughter came home from school one day quite upset. She asked me if it was okay to tell a white lie. I asked her to explain, and she told me one of her friends had brought the same carrot for lunch and didn't eat it. She said the carrot was black. My daughter asked if it was okay to take extra lunch every day and share with this girl. She said the girl was embarrassed when she was sent to the office to get a sandwich. My daughter wanted to tell a white lie. She wanted to tell her friend she would be in trouble if she didn't eat all her food and that her friend should help her. The next day, and every day that my kids were in school, they all took double lunches to share with other students. That's why this motion is important. It is my goal that every community and school in the province has access to this program. Because on this side of the House, Madam Speaker, we are ensuring that life is more affordable for everyone. On this side of the House, we are making practical changes that are making life better for Albertans. The opposition would cut $9 billion out of the budget, meaning that vital programs like this would be on the chopping block, along with increases in school fees and larger classrooms. And that is why I'm standing here today. I am advocating on behalf of all my constituents who have reached out to me and have shared their concerns with me, and to ensure that all children who are unable to receive healthy, nutritious foods have access to it. I was pleased when the pilot program was introduced, not only because it addressed another campaign promise our government had made, but because the pilot program was potentially the start of a larger framework. As I've seen the program roll out, I am confident in supporting not only the recent announcement, but urging the government to continue measuring its progress, successes, and challenges, so this program becomes accessible to all children and families who need it. Because on this side, we want to make life better for Albertans. But, Madam Speaker, let me tell you why I'm confident supporting the school nutrition program and why I want the government to consider continued expansion. Numerous studies have shown the link between students having access to nutritious food and their success. We have a duty as members of this legislature to ensure our children have the tools they need to ensure success. Given that the first year of this program is expected to see approximately 520,000 breakfasts, 530,000 lunches, and 490,000 snacks for students, I am confident that many families and children who need this support are receiving it. As I mentioned, with the expansion to the remaining 46 schools, our government is fulfilling a campaign promise. Not only are children receiving food that is improving their outcomes, but many families are learning about nutritious foods that they can prepare easily and cheaply at home. I am pleased to see this aspect has been incorporated in Alberta's school nutrition program because establishing strong health promotion and healthy dietary habits is vital to promoting long-term health for families and communities. This is why this program, which follows Alberta nutrition guidelines for children and youth, is so important. It ensures that the food students receive is the right food for their growing bodies and minds. And we are holding schools accountable by having school boards demonstrate that their program follows the Alberta nutrition guidelines to ensure effectiveness and protection of public dollars. We are aware that Albertans are resilient and hardworking, so by providing families with information on nutritious foods, families are becoming empowered. Participating school authorities are required to include a nutrition education component as part of their program. The fact is, when parents are involved in nutrition programs, it has a lasting effect on children. So we need to ensure parents also have the tools to support their children by engaging in healthy eating. We have already seen examples of children and youth empowerment because of this program. For example, the culinary arts students at J.A. Williams High School prepare and deliver lunches for the Vera M. Welsh Elementary School in Lac La Biche, which means students are earning credits, gaining valuable work experience, and learning about healthy eating habits. Our government is making life better, even in a tough economy, but ensuring programs like Alberta School Nutrition Program remain vibrant. As the Honourable Premier stated last week, we know students can't focus in class if they have an empty stomach. Giving students access to a daily nutritious meal not only ensures they have the fuel they need to get through the school day, it also helps develop the skills that ensure lifelong healthy nutrition. That's how we are working to make life better for Alberta families. While the opposition doesn't share our priorities and almost always opposes policies that will make life better for Albertans, I encourage them and all members of this legislature to support this motion and ensure all children in Alberta have access to nutritious, healthy foods. Thank you.